Hey guys, Donnie from RotoMoto, brought to you by O'Neal here. Gonna do something a little bit different. Gonna do a format that's a little bit more straight from the hip, more of a reaction type style, rather than the typical scripted stuff that I do. So let me know how you like this in the comments, and stick around to the end if you want to find out how to win an autographed Dean Wilson jersey, courtesy of O'Neal. But let's get right into it. We had a really scary situation between teammates Nate Thrasher and Nick Romano this weekend at Millville, and let's just kind of break down the crash and what led to it and how it happened. So if you guys missed out on the race, Moto 2 about halfway through, Romano got a great start, was kind of dropping back. Thrasher was a little buried and he was charging forward. They battled for a good minute. The TV showed about a solid minute of them battling with Hammaker right behind. And yeah, it's unfortunate because it was a really good battle between teammates. You never want to see this kind of thing happen between teammates, but here comes the moment right here. And, at first it just looks like Romano just gets somehow some whiskey throttle off that jump. It just looks really awkward. But, the broadcast is about to slow it down now. Obviously, Thrasher was not stoked of this whole situation, especially being his teammate, and because he might not have really known, what exactly went down here. So what actually happens is, Romano whips in and his back tire catches Thrasher's front tire. And it's wild because you see Romano's bike obviously get it, but you don't really see Thrasher's front wheel dip that much, so the contact had to be so little, but it was just enough to give Romano. But it's right there at that moment. You can literally see the moment where the trajectory changes. But yeah, Thrasher's bike doesn't really seem to change trajectory too much. But obviously Romano's racing his heart out here because his teammate's right on his butt. This is, he was looking to have maybe his best finish of the year. But yeah, he just whips into him. I mean, maybe just a rookie mistake, maybe not knowing where your, the guy behind you is. But bottom line, it's your teammate that's behind you. You gotta know he's there. And whipping in this type of situation when there's a guy right there to your left is just really kind of a bonehead move. Again, I'm going to chalk it up to being a rookie move. But the worst part of this whole situation is Romano. Watch Romano's leg just literally turn into a gummy worm. It will be, I believe, his right leg. So obviously he has no feet on the bike, nothing. They're standing straight up. And then if you watch his leg, like here, he also, I don't know how he didn't get landed on, which is honestly just wild. But if you watch his leg right here, I know the progress bar is kind of in the way, but look at his leg just whip around and then right there and then end up under him. And when I saw this, when you sit right there and look at it, I was like, oh man, oh that knee is gone. Nothing left in that knee. And you can obviously tell, he doesn't even try to stand up. He knew it was bad. But from this angle, you literally can see he gets landed on. Like, I mean, he at least gets touched by the bike. It's really so hard to see because from this angle, it looks like Thrasher is to the side of him. And he is, but this angle, it almost looks like Thrasher almost landed on top of him. Like, that could have been the worst crash of the year in a year where we have had a ton of crashes indoor and out. But obviously Romano's bike sends Thrasher flying. He lands awkwardly. He could have also exploded his knee. Super lucky on both accounts that neither of these guys got super seriously injured. Man, just really a bonkers situation. And you never want to see it between teammates. That's the worst part. But then you cut back here. They show Romano apparently was able to get on the bike and ride off, which is absurd on this crash. And then, but you can tell here the bike is smoking. It's in no condition. But as soon as Romano steps off and he goes to put some weight on that knee, oh, instant pain. Instantly feeling it. So he's obviously, I mean, you got to say, he's like, I'm out, right? There's no way. He obviously DNF'd the moto, but you got to think he's out for a while, right? Apparently not so much. He posted to his Instagram the next day. It said, tough break in the office. Bike problem in the first moto held me back. Then the second moto ripped a really sweet hole shot from way out on the outside. They red flagged it. Restart wasn't bad. Top 5. And then unfortunately got hit midair. Interesting how he said he got hit midair. Like this was not his fault at all. Nothing I can do but keep my head up and move on. Plenty of positives to take away from the day, and some stuff is out of my control. Hopefully be healed up and ready for Washougal next weekend. That is insane to me. Hopefully healed up and ready to go. So he thinks that he might be ready to go. The team said the same thing. The team, Star Racing Yamaha, issued a statement that was very similar. Unfortunate racing incident saw Nate Thrasher, Nick Romano come together mid-air while battling inside the top 10 in Moto2. Both riders will look to recover and get ready for Washougal. I could see Thrasher wanting to do it because this is his second season and he's probably kind of hunting points, kind of wants to get that little better of a number for next season, but Romano should absolutely just sit it out. He's a rookie. Take this week off. Then you got the 2-week break. Come back at Unadilla. That would give him, you know, almost a month to heal. I think that would be the better play here. But hey, these guys know better than me. Thrasher also made a statement on Instagram. Day was cut short yesterday, but the day started off good. I'm confident in my speed. Gonna keep building this week and come ready for Washougal. So he has no worries, and obviously I didn't really either. It's a big hit, but I believe he finished the moto, so it's not really as bad of a deal for Thrasher. But man, that was just a wild ride. Definitely something you don't want to see between teammates. You don't want to see that between any riders, but definitely teammates. I'm sure the conversations at the Star Truck after Star has had a really bad year keeping riders on the track, and having something like that happen, you know, when it's your own guy causing the issue is definitely got to be a big one. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you are interested in supporting the channel, you can do so on Patreon. It's $5 a month minimum. If you're a fantasy player, $10 is you can get in and you can get the enhanced cheat sheets. I do a podcast every week just for the fantasy guys. It's super in-depth, covers every rider in the field. But most importantly, you get entered to win cool stuff. This month is a Dean Wilson jersey sent over by O'Neill. It's autographed right there by Dean. He should be back hopefully this month. Would be really cool. We've given away AC number plate from A1, Craig number plate. We've given away Liat limited edition Slayer jerseys, all kinds of cool stuff for there. I love it if you would join me over there. And also don't forget to follow Instagram and Twitter. It's RotoXMoto. Thanks as always for watching RotoMoto. My name is Donnie. Keep it pinned to the weekend.